Hi and welcome to One Way Football, the Big Prem Podcast. We are back, just the two of us again.
I mean, it's just us now, isn't it? That's it.
Are you getting used to it though? I do like it in a way, but like a lot of people said that the third person, it makes it more of a debate, if you get what I mean. Like?
Yeah, I said to you as well. It's a little bit harder to kind of like critique and stuff like that when it's obviously just you, because obviously you're just
yeah. But you know, we just roll with it, man. We just roll with it. And I'm not using a cup today. I think I deserve a beer.
Now I feel like an idiot for putting my beer in a cup. You could have told me.
Yeah, but Liverpool win their games like mostly every week. I'm talking about Arsenal getting a win.
Yeah, so I'm doing the cool like martini drinking. You're doing the weird.
I'm doing the weird. We won a game drink. Yeah. No, but do you know what? It's been so long since we last won a game.
It's been
so long. It's been so long, man. Do you know what I mean?
When was the last time you won? Like in the league?
The end of last game, yeah.
Shit, yeah. Wow.
Last game, yeah.
Long time ago.
And the one time we needed to win to get that European.
Tottenham shit the bed.
Leicester shit the bed. It was Leicester, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, because they needed to beat Tottenham for us.
We needed Leicester to draw or something, didn't we? Yeah, I remember that now. That was a long time ago. Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. So, is what it is. We started our season now.
Arteta's at the wheel.
Yeah, trust the process. Yeah, trust it.
20 years later, you've just got to trust the process.
So we're going to talk about last weekend's games. Lots to talk about. Also, Leeds as well.
Yeah,
we've got that to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many discussions at the moment with Leeds supporters saying it wasn't a foul.
Oh,
it wasn't a red card.
Yeah.
It happens. He didn't intentionally meant to break his leg or something like that. But I'm not being funny. Most tackles that you go into are 50-50s.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to talk about this now, or do you want to talk about this?
I just want your opinion just on that red card right now.
I mean, it's a harsh red, but those kind of tackles are just dangerous, aren't they? Because Son did the same last year, and from the angle that you're doing it from, and then also the fact that your whole body leaves the ground, because obviously you've got your trailing leg going behind you and that. Mm-hmm. You're not in control of the amount of force and momentum that you're putting into the other person. So
you're saying it was a red card?
I'm saying it was a yellow.
Yeah.
But the thing is those tackles, I think they need to be looked at now, because can you really say, oh, it's only one leg break a year on a player?
Yeah.
I think they need to be looked at. Really.
Yeah. First game though, we're going to just go straight into it. Just to let everybody know, we've got Football Fail of the Week. Did you watch it? Do you know what's going to happen? Well, actually, no, you're not meant to know what's happening. You're meant to watch it on the TV here, aren't you?
You're ruining the studio.
Let the secret go.
Now you're going to tell them this isn't live?
Yeah. What are we going to be like when we actually can go live on YouTube? We're gonna have to like proper wing it, aren't we?
Shit ourselves probably for the first.
Get loads of comments going, you're boring.
It'd be like the first episode of this when we did it, when we were like, oh yeah, so who do you think's gonna win?
You hated the first couple of episodes, didn't you, last season?
Delete them, get rid of them. They're embarrassing. I hate them.
If you ever go to watch, actually, no, the first ever one's got the most likes.
Yeah, I know. It's got 300 odd
views or something like that. Yeah.
People probably just watch it to go, ha.
What amateurs. Okay, so Football Fail of the Week. Then we got Embarrassment of the Week, and then we're doing our predictions as well. First game, Crystal Palace versus Tottenham.
Yeah, a candidate as well for the.
Can we just have a quick little moment?
Put in like an even laugh effect at the end there. Yeah, it's got to be on it, candidate for embarrassment.
Sorry,
one of them.
Sorry, 1 minute. Vieira, whoa, Vieira.
See, I know nothing about the London rivalries.
Well, no, it's just, as you know, Vieira's like one of the legends at Arsenal, isn't he? So he's still haunting Tottenham.
Yeah. Joe, what's funny though, it's like the curse of the manager of the month, isn't it? So they overperformed the last few games and that, and obviously they got found out a little bit. Did you see the red card?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Well, it was two, wasn't it? I'm sure it was 2 yellows, wasn't it?
Oh, because they had there was a scuffle between Zaha and.
But the thing is, Zaha absolutely left him for dead, and he body checked him to take him down, which is a bit it's a bit bull in it, and obviously you would be a bit annoyed if you're going through on goal. And then the second one was just a stupid challenge in the middle of the field where he didn't really need to go in like he did. So he cost them the game really. They weren't doing great though, I wouldn't say. So I'd say Crystal Palace deserved the win even without the red.
Yeah.
And they just took the game away from them after that card. So yeah, fair play to them.
You know what? It's just typical Spursy. Like, you know, they have like a good run, and then they just they seem to flop, didn't they?
They did that last season though, didn't they? They were flying, and then
it's usually round about December time. Then you kind of you go, Spurs is back, were they?
So they're breaking the mold by doing it in September.
Yeah, they're breaking the curse. Yeah. Do you know what though? I wouldn't write Tottenham out against Chelsea. I still think Chelsea would probably win that next game.
I mean, they're derbies, aren't they? So I think form kind of goes out the window. Like you guys managed to beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
And obviously on paper and results-wise, Chelsea are arguably the better team. So
yeah.
It's anyone's game, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, with Crystal Palace though, that is a massive win for them.
Mm.
That's like a cup final for them, really. To be fair, like winning 3-0 against Tottenham.
Well, they're a funny one though, aren't they, Crystal Palace? Because they've got so much quality in the team, but they just never seem to hit those kind of heights that, from when you look at the players individually, they should be hitting. So
yeah. Watford took on Wolves. Wolves 2-0. I think we all in the back of our heads thought that Wolves would go out winning that game anyway. Watford are looking a bit shaky as well in the midfield and the back.
Yeah, I think they both looked a bit shaky. Watford made some opportunities. They had like a really good. I think it was very early on in the match. If I'm like trying to remember these games, so it could have gone either way really. But yeah, obviously Wolves kind of showed they're used to the Premier League and they can obviously get these results against the teams that are coming up, which is always hard, isn't it?
Yeah. Watford missing Troy Deeney maybe.
But yeah.
But he's too old now.
Yeah, he was brilliant though, wasn't he, for the Prem? I thought he had brilliant like post-match interviews.
Yeah. He's very good at the banter as well, isn't he? Like after.
He should be, like one of the Jamie Carragher's and Gary Neville's
pundits. Pundit. Yeah.
No, but like one of the main ones, just obviously ripping the shit out.
I put him on. Was it Monday Night Football? Wasn't it Monday Night Football? Arsenal took on Norwich.
Woo.
There's no embarrassment of the week this week for us.
Well, we've not decided yet. So I
wasn't convinced still, to be fair, on this game because Arsenal is still looking a bit really shaky in some places. Did they have like 30 shots, was it, or something like that?
It's like a Liverpool performance where you getting loads of shots and that, but there's no clinical finishing really, was there? Saka had a few good opportunities on goal, was it? I forget his name as well, the guy on the other side of the wing.
Pepe, yeah.
He's just shite at finishing, isn't he?
I know, yeah.
Absolutely abysmal.
That was so unlucky. I mean, if Aubameyang went... I mean, come on. I've seen some people miss goals from there. Aubameyang, if he'd have missed that, oh my God.
I mean, on paper as well, like with between the two teams, you was quite even, obviously, apart from the shots. You still only had 7 on target out of the 30. Like, so
yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, at least we're out of there now. We're back on the board for now. For now. But yeah, like I said, have you seen that Jack Wilshere wants to come back? Because he's a free agent, and
I've seen he's done a few interviews, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's going to train with the team as well, but he's not actually signed a contract or anything.
Well, he's been training with a team in Italy, hasn't he? Como in Italy,
something like that.
Just above Milan. Yeah, it's where they filmed Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Is it?
Naboo.
Oh yeah.
It's an absolutely beautiful place. Good place to play.
That place is actually real. I thought it was like a little model, and
No,
they
like
just
it's palace, the palace and all that. It's like the coast of it. Like honestly, Google it. It's a beautiful
Yeah?
place. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, he was training with their team. I'd have just stayed there, mate. To be honest.
I love Star Wars. I don't give a shit. I love
do.
it. I do love it. Yeah. Well, the thing is though, Jack Wilshere's like one of these injury-prone players that gets injured all the time. But then again, he's got probably that midfield tactics that we need. Do you know what I mean? Like
he can set the pace of the game, can't you? Really well. I think if he could work out a contract where it's maybe a pay per play basis, like they've done in the past for like Ledley King. I think he had a similar contract, didn't he? I mean, if he can do that and then maybe bring his fitness up and kind of prove that he can still belong in those top teams, then he's got every right to at least give it a go, doesn't he? So.
He's an Arsenal boy anyway, through and through. So he
was it England international though. The guy's got quality, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So.
It's just these injuries that set him back, weren't it?
And then Wenger leaving, wasn't it? And then the new manager that came in didn't want to have him in his first 11. So
I think as well when we won the FA Cup, and I didn't think that helped him for his career when he got absolutely hammered. And he was on the top of the bus, like singing the "What do we think of shit?"
Yeah.
So, no, do you know what I mean? When there's loads of kids there and everything, like, he would have got slated in them papers. Manchester United took on Newcastle United. The return of Ronaldo. Was it? He nearly got a hat trick, didn't he? He scored 2 of them.
That was his. I'm sure I said this the other week, didn't I? His original debut was actually against Newcastle.
Was it? Yeah, I didn't know that. All right.
New one.
But you know when he came out as well, they say the commentator was like really good when he was like introducing him.
Right.
Wreathed in red and back where he belongs, and
God,
do you know what I mean?
It's
Like
been all week is just Man U fans.
Yeah.
Like yes, he's probably one of the greatest players who's ever lived in that. But you're still Man U. When was the last time you won a trophy? Sure.
I think also as well. Going to put a little segment in here because obviously we haven't done extra time, so we'll talk about the Champions League games that have just gone because they've got lots to talk about the Man United game.
They were honestly they were probably some of the best group stage matches I've ever seen. Last 2 nights, been brilliant.
Leicester took on Manchester City. Man City 1-0. I said City would get a bit of revenge in there. Vardy. I thought Vardy would have scored. Do you know what I mean? Because he always usually turns up at these games.
I mean, considering obviously when you look at the stats when anyone plays Man City and you're like, oh, they've had all this possession, all these shots on target. I feel like Leicester played really well. They were just a little bit unclinical, obviously, because Vardy had a sitter. I forget the name of the other guy who plays on. Let me just check. I always forget his name. Brighton had a really good chance at the end of the match as well. So, obviously, when you look at it and you're like, oh, they've had all this possession. I feel like Leicester were unlucky not to win, to be honest.
Yeah. Brentford took on Brighton. Brighton 1-0. Brighton still look good, man. I love the way they play. I don't know who they've got actually next week. I'll have a look. Who have they got? Because they got Leicester. So that'd be an interesting game, to be fair.
I don't know, I felt like Brentford's first half, they were all over them. One of their strikers took a shot from halfway line. I wouldn't say that was Brighton at their best, but obviously it's an important 3 points, isn't it? I think they do need to kind of look at their tactics a little bit more because they should kind of be winning, shouldn't they? They've been in the Premier League now two seasons, is it? 2 full seasons. Yeah, they should be walking.
Brighton are our bogey team as well for Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think we've beaten them once in 6 appearances.
They make me laugh though because if they just had that clinical kind of finish like a lot of teams are lacking at the moment, and they'd be up there, wouldn't they? But they just can't do it.
Southampton took on West Ham 0-0, goalless game. I thought West Ham were going to do him. To be fair, West Ham were going, but no Antonio. Was it no Antonio this time? Was he injured or is he a red?
He got sent off, didn't he?
Oh, he got sent off, didn't he? He's suspended.
95th minute though.
To the 25th, and he's suspended too. Yeah, I think it's the 25th.
It was 2 yellows, wasn't it, or was it a straight red?
I'm not sure.
Antonio. I can't try and remember.
But that goes to show that they completely miss him, don't they? Because he got sent off. He got sent off in this game. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, they'll miss him. He's brilliant, isn't he, for them?
Yeah.
So, but Did you see the?
I didn't see this.
cards?
No.
They were just your classic striker tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like foot in the air, flailing all over the place, took the players out completely. Stupid tackles. And the worst thing is, he got sent off in the 95th minute. So he played the whole game, got a red, match ban in it. So
yeah.
It's cost them. It's cost them a lot for them stupid tackles.
Chelsea took on Aston Villa. Chelsea 3, Villa 0. I think we was all expecting that as well. Like, you know, Chelsea might... I mean, have you won all 3 of your games so far? Is it 4 games?
Yeah, we haven't lost
4
a game
games
since a while now.
I mean, to be fair, like you and Chelsea might be fighting for it this season.
Yeah, but we don't have the depth. I think it'll, as the season drags on, it'll turn into Chelsea, Man City, maybe Man U now they've got Ronaldo.
Yeah. Leeds United took on Liverpool. Now, there was a red card like we talked about before, and he did say it could have been a yellow.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a. I can't remember what the word is for it now.
Well, Leeds hard done by though.
What with the red card?
Yeah, with the red card.
Well, to be honest, with how we were playing the game, I think even with them having 11 players, they would have still lost the match. I think we were all over them completely.
Yeah. They've kind of flopped now, haven't they? I mean, like
they've not had the easiest start though. They've played some hard teams, haven't they? So I'd say it's a bit unfair to judge them at this point. They've got a ton of players out at the moment as well.
Yeah.
I think they've got one centre back
for
the next match. So they're going through obviously a little bit of an injury crisis as well as obviously having players out through cards. So they're just in an awkward spot at the moment. I wouldn't count them out though.
Yeah. And the final game, Everton versus Burnley.
Yeah.
Everton 3, Burnley 1. You know what? Didn't they score like 2 goals in like, was it 11 minutes or something like that at the end of the game? I think Everton did.
3 goals in 6 minutes.
In 6 minutes?
Yeah, all 3.
Because they were 1-0 down. I remember that they were 1-0 down and then they just come back like...
It looked like Burnley masterclass, to be honest, didn't it? Burnley were kind of in it, and I think when Keane got that first goal in, who's also ex-Burnley player, I believe, as well. They kind of got shell-shocked a little bit. Andy Townsend goal was fucking brilliant. There's no getting around that. So. And then was it Townsend that actually got the assist as well, wasn't it, for Keane? And then Townsend who did the banger, wasn't it? Yeah, they got shell-shocked, didn't they?
So, there are all the games that were last weekend. We're going to go to another little segment now quickly before we go to Football Fail, and that is Extra Time.
Extra Time?
Roll VT.
Whatever.
I don't know what I'm going to call this segment. Oh, it's Extra Time, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
Extra Time. Well, we're
we're on. Yes, we're back. Extra Time. I'm just going to leave that bit in there. I'm not even going to do the whole queuing in. We're going to quickly just run through the last couple of Champions League games because obviously we're recording this now on the Thursday, so there are Europa League games. We'll have to get into another routine.
I know I was going to watch them anyway.
Yeah, Arsenal aren't in it, so...
It's true.
Who's going to want to watch it? No one's going to want to watch it because there's no one else to laugh at. Yeah. Well, apart from Tottenham.
It's not really like a thing to go, oh yeah, well, Arsenal aren't in the Europa League because you're not in
anything. No.
Yeah, well.
So the first game, a debut for Ronaldo as well in his European games with Man United.
I mean, not really a debut though, is it?
Well, he's been there before, done it, but...
Did he win the Champions League with Man U? He did,
yeah.
Bastard.
Young Boys 2.
Yeah. Priests.
Man United 1.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Wan-Bissaka, what was he doing?
Yeah, I mean...
So is he not meant to be the best? Is it right? Is he playing left back or right back? Is it right back? Right back, isn't it?
Yeah, he plays the same place as Alexander Arnold, doesn't he?
Yeah. Best right back, apparently.
Yeah, best right back in the world.
It just seems to be like a ha moment because, you know, the raving on, back got this and got that, and then you go and play with young boys. Yeah. But I said to someone before, it was like, oh, with young boys, I never heard about young boys until about like 5 seasons ago.
Really?
Yeah, I never really. They were never in big tournaments, though, were they? Like,
yeah, they used to like be before they kind of restructured it. Anyway, like they were in the Champions League a fair bit, and that in the very very early days of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
They're Swiss, aren't they? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. I've never really taken any notes. So, you know, when you look at one of these teams, you go, it must be like a farmer team,
I think they're one of them teams where the league's not big enough, is it? So they have to do the playoffs, so it's extremely hard for them to...
It's mental all this playoff shit, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean...
I think it's good, though, because you don't, obviously... How often are you going to see young boys be...
But are we the only league in Europe that allow 4 teams to go in?
Yeah, I think we've got one more place, but it does go off like the rankings of the league and stuff like that. That our league is a lot harder than, say, for example, the French league,
right?
Or obviously the Dutch league and stuff like that. So they don't have as many. I don't know what the word is for it that they use, but they use some system to obviously allocate spots.
Yeah. Man United, though, I mean, come on, man. Someone put a meme up saying when you accidentally press R2 and X at the same time to do a quick sub on FIFA, and it showed like Ronaldo coming on, Lingard coming on.
Yeah, it was really bad game management though. It's like if you need to win a match, I think he took off Fernandez as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he took 2 players off that kind of can win you a game.
Yeah.
And then you bring on fucking Jesse Lingard. It is. It's just. I think that's what's going to cost Man U though. It's not the players. I think it's going to be the game management, isn't it?
Yeah. I seen a thing today as well that Conte's up for management with United. Like
thanks.
He's in talks.
Yeah, just keep him away.
Why do you think he'd really change it completely?
I think they'll storm the league if he can get them organised.
Yeah.
But they do again. They lack a centre defensive mid.
Yeah. Well, I think Ollie's done quite well. To be fair, he's done alright.
They've spent the same amount as Man City in the last few seasons.
Have they?
They should be fucking up there with everyone, and they're not.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
I don't think they've got a good enough reason.
Remember when Mourinho got second, though? He was like, "That's my biggest achievement ever."
With fucking Chris Smalling and Phil Jones as the centre back. The guy's genius. So.
Oh dear. But was you happy with that then, with the young boys? Was you laughing?
You got to be, aren't you? You got to be happy when Man U lose.
Moving on, Chelsea 1, Zenit 0. Chelsea, I mean, they left that late as well, I think. It was a late goal, wasn't it? I think it was a late goal.
But it's Chelsea, innit?
Who do you think is going to get into that final this season? Do you think it's going to be 2 English teams this time? Or, I mean, Bayern Munich looked good against Barcelona. Yeah. Lewandowski shows he's still got it, isn't
he? But you know what? Obviously, you said about the thing about Man U talking about getting rid of Ollie.
Yeah.
Barcelona are in talks to get rid of Koeman. They had an emergency meeting last night after the debacle.
I don't really rate him though, that Koeman.
I don't know. He's one of them where he's not done anything in the Prem, has he? So
it's hard to tell.
I couldn't comment. But yeah, they're just a shit show at the moment. So I wouldn't kind of go, oh yeah, Bayern Munich. They've not strengthened a ton. They bought Upamecano.
Yeah, Upamecano, yeah.
So they strengthened at the back.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they're massively different from last year though.
So who would you say then, just quickly off the top of your head, who would you...
Honestly, how Liverpool played against Milan, I would say that we might be like little sneaky underdogs there.
Yeah.
We do have one of the best.
Moving on to that game now, but I mean, like, even Van Dijk was on the bench, weren't he?
Yeah.
He had Van Dijk on the bench, do you know what I mean?
Rested Thiago
yeah.
So, Mane as well didn't start.
To be fair, I mean, it should have been, it could have been 4 if he hadn't missed that penalty.
To be honest, the 2 goals came from us switching off. It wasn't the case of...
One was an own goal. Well, it classifies as... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it classifies an own goal. Yeah. And then the penalty as well.
Yeah, we should have scored that. That's the first one he's missed in 17, you know.
But their goalkeeper, I don't know what his name is. But he was the one that was meant to come to us, weren't he? Was it him?
The one who was at Ajax?
Was it him?
Nah, I think he's not allowed to play until January still.
Oh, yeah. Do you know AC Milan, have they not got 6 goalkeepers, though? I'm sure they've got like 6 goalkeepers.
See.
That's mad, isn't it? Like, But they obviously picked like the right one because I reckon you could have scored more goals in that game.
Yeah, I think we should have been it should have been 7-0 if it was for the finishers and if we didn't switch off for those 2 moments. But
Yeah.
Alexander Arnold, though, I think it was like the main culprit for both of those goals.
Yeah.
So,
Man City took on Leipzig 6-3.
yeah.
City might get to that final then. I mean,
not with defending like that.
No, yeah, but come on, man, they just have that strong attack. Do you know what I mean?
Goals, yeah.
You could get
Leipzig are going through some absolute shit at the moment, though. I've got a few German friends who were talking to me about it. They lost their coach. They lost a lot of their defensive players. They still have a decent attack, which obviously showed. But Leipzig aren't in good form at the moment. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's you can't be so harsh and say, oh, Man City played amazingly. Leipzig are shite at the moment. So,
but they're just consistent scoring goals every game they play in it. Like,
that's what makes them good in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, who fucking cares about Man City?
They'll probably get to the final with you and you'll beat them, and then there'll be another Guardiola moment, tear in the eye.
And they still won't have enough fans. They'll have to give away the tickets, won't they?
A massive fail. On that note, which brings us to our next segment, which is...
embarrassment. Yeah.
No.
Embarrassment?
No.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, I thought this was like a smooth thing.
No, it's the other one.
Fail.
Yeah.
Football fail.
Of the week. Run VT. Football fail of the week.
Oh, my chest. I can't breathe. Oh, shit, my chest is going.
I just can't believe it because obviously, how can you take it off the keeper like that and then just obviously pass it? He had enough space to even score. He didn't have to pass it back.
He could have just passed it into the goal, couldn't he?
Yeah.
But, that's why they're in the Sunday League.
Right, moving on to our Big Prem predictions. I'm not even going to put a VT in that because
and Wig and everything for this bit.
they're down there. I think our predictions. I don't know. I've lost them again.
I
I've lost them again. I don't even know what's going on.
Have you actually gone back and looked?
No.
It's terrible.
I feel like you need to do this.
I can guess, right? Sabi's on 0 points.
Yes.
Right.
You can get an extra point for
I
that.
think I'm probably on about how many games have we played so far?
It's 4.
No, how many? Right, so it's been 4 match days. So yeah, I think I've probably got about maybe 40 to 50 of them correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'd say you probably got maybe, I don't know, 5.
To be fair, I've been going quite like wild with the scores. Like, not as.
Is it because of me? Like, there's only
like
2 of us.
giving
so
you,
it's
maybe a bit more intense,
yeah.
like. Right, okay, so the Big Prem predictions. The first game is Newcastle United take on Leeds United. I'll give that one to you first, mate.
Ooh, I'm going to say 2-0 Newcastle United.
Sorry, me
Yeah, you need a pen
Sorry,
first. That'll probably help a little bit.
2-0?
Yeah.
Newcastle United,
As
yeah?
I said, Leeds have got a lot of players out at the moment.
Right.
Newcastle, they do look good when they go forwards. You can't take that away from them. They're a little bit, as I said before, like uninspired when it comes to defence and that. They do step off a bit, but they run a low block. I think maybe maybe this is the perfect opportunity for them to get some points.
Okay. I will go then. Yes, I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go for a draw with that one. Wolves take on Brentford. I'm going to go 2-0 Wolves.
1-1.
1-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Burnley, Arsenal. Oh, I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Ooh, well, they've both got very similar styles of play.
Yeah.
Similar physicality, similar tactics.
Similar positions in the league.
Yeah. One's got hair, one doesn't have
yeah,
hair. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to say 1-0 Arsenal.
1-0 Arsenal, okay.
I think it might be more the same of last time you were out.
Norwich take on Watford.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, that one's a hard one as well, isn't it? I mean...
I'm going to say 2-1 Norwich.
Yeah. I'm going to go... Yeah, I feel like Norwich... They still don't know. They're on...
I take the better score.
No, they're on 0 points still.
Yeah.
They haven't drawn a game, have they?
Us first, didn't they?
I'm sure they're bottom with 0 points still.
Yeah, they're bottom. But I think they've played well, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think obviously they've had hard games, haven't they? They've had the hardest start, I think, out of any.
Yeah, I'll go 1-0 Watford.
Well.
I know, I do agree with you. I mean, they've had some hard games to start with, but they have played pretty well. They've kept their consistency on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what was the score against you? Was it 2?
3.
Or was it 3? Was it 3-1? Yeah.
I can't remember.
It was 3-1. I know they
I
scored.
remember something from 2 days ago. I won't be able to tell you.
It's the mind of a goldfish.
Honestly. Forget what I'm doing sometimes.
City take on Southampton.
That's gonna be a fucking whitewash. That surely 4-1.
5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm only saying 1 though because they have been a little bit leaky. Teams have been scoring against them, so. I
just think they're gonna just. I mean, look, they've absolutely wiped the floor with a lot of people lately. With the scoring of goals, like you said, okay, against Leipzig, was it Leipzig? They let in 3, but they still scored 6.
Yeah, against 10 men though.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, well, they were playing 11 against. Oh, actually, no, they were playing against 10 against us because Shaka went off, didn't he? But mind you, they already scored 3 goals.
That's their tactic.
3 goals before that.
So their tactic is get the other team to have a red card, and then stat pad the goals in it. There you go.
Can you imagine that? Them just winning the league against playing 10 men every game, That'd go down in history, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest. They'll have a friggin' 200 goal difference by the end of it.
Liverpool take on Crystal Palace.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Palace. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go.
It's at Anfield as well, isn't it?
Yeah. See, now I think that's going to be a hard game for you. They've just come off a win against Tottenham.
We just come off a brilliant European.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. But I mean, I just think that Vieira's going to be out there to make some marks.
You rate this Vieira lad, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dear. I don't.
He's a trophy winner, mate. He's got the mentality of the mind.
What managerial trophies has he won?
None yet.
Right, because Klopp's won a few. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah, I get that, but he could turn his Palace around. You know what I mean?
He could. Yeah, I'm not doubting them.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're a bad team. I'm just saying Liverpool are better, and they're above them. They ain't going through any sort of transitional period. They're at the top of their game at the moment. So
yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for 3-2 then. I reckon they'll give you a game though. Yeah. They'll give you a good game. Aston Villa take on Everton. I will start that off with, I think. Oh, that is a hard one as well. It's at Villa, so 2-1 Villa.
Villa at home, yeah. 1-1.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say 1-0.
West Ham take on Manchester United. It's at West Ham.
1-1.
Oh, you're gonna go for the overrated team of United this season.
I don't, unless they get rid of Ollie, then I don't really want to rate them anyway, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm going to go... I still think they're going to win. I think they'll go 2-0. 2-0 United. Brighton versus Leicester.
3-1 Leicester.
3-1 Leicester. I think... God. 1-0 Brighton. I always have faith in Brighton. I really do. I don't know why. I just don't see Brighton, and
I think Leicester looked pretty good against City, though.
Yeah,
considering obviously, but.
And obviously, the big game of the weekend: Tottenham versus Chelsea.
I probably won't watch it, but all right. I reckon Chelsea will absolutely wreck them. 2-0 though, I think.
2-0.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to go for 3-1 Chelsea. And let me just put this out to some Tottenham supporters out there telling us, oh, the league table looks upside down and Arsenal at the bottom and Tottenham are at the top. 2 more games. If we win them next 2 games and they lose their next 2 games, we're on even points. So don't be beating around the bush because we're literally at the end of August? No, we're in September now.
Yeah, middle of September we're in.
I mean, you don't win the league in September. Not after 3 weeks.
Well, where are they anyway now?
Hey, Tottenham.
7th. There you go.
Yeah, they've dropped down. See, you lost 1 game, you've dropped down to 7th. Can you see us now, actually? Scroll down to... Right.
I mean,
keep going.
Yeah,
you can. Yeah. Oh, you can see us now because there was a lot of Tottenham supporters out there going, "Oh, can my phone won't reach that far down the table to find Arsenal."
Yeah, you can see Tottenham and Arsenal now.
You can see us now. Yeah, after 1 game, that's all it takes. 1 game, 1 win.
Arteta's back.
Talking about Arteta then, which moves us on to our next part of the show, which is Embarrassment of the Week. Run of it.
You embarrassing bastards.
Hi and welcome back. Yes, it is the time where we pick a club for Embarrassment of the Week. Yes. You got anyone in particular that you'd like to give it to?
I think so, Yeah. I've got a Cockwomble as well if we're doing Cockwomble.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the Cockwomble straight after, yeah.
Sweet.
But you know what, though? I just want to quickly put... Would you like to add any of the Champions League games to this?
Do you know what? But no, I think the one that I've got in my head is just not going to change. I think this week's been really easy, though, to be honest. I think everyone...
I'll tell you what we'll do. Right. We'll both
write it down.
Yeah, you both write it down, and then we'll reveal it of who you think it would be. This is how professional we are as well. I'm just ripping bits of paper up, like.
Do you know what? We can write it down and do this as well, but I don't think it'll fucking
pick it up. We'll show each other. We'll show each other and see if it Okay. All right, I'll write it down mine then. I'll give you.
No, write it down.
Yeah.
And then fold it in half.
Yeah, and then do the.
No, we switch.
Okay.
And then we read out what the other person's put. Okay.
So what? I've forgotten what scores there were. I've just ripped up the bit of paper with the scores on.
Everton.
I got it there. All right.
I was going to say.
All right.
Everton beat Burnley 3-1.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it? I mean, you're probably going to put the same anyway.
Yeah, let's just see what.
Yeah.
But you've got to fold it.
Yeah.
Right. Just making sure you know what you're doing.
Okay, there you go. There's the pen of glory. It's just the biro, by the way. To be fair.
All right, mate. Don't worry.
This is what we should do. We should get some of them. The little whiteboards.
Yeah.
Black pen, so we can turn it around like the weakest link. That's what we should call it, the weakest link. Premier League's weakest link.
All right, mate.
If you've got anyone that you'd like to add as embarrassment of the week, please comment below. We don't have a lot of comments, but are we not going to reveal it together? Like, and just...
No, we switch.
Oh, we switch.
And then
Okay.
you
All right.
read out
Yeah.
What I've put.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
ready?
Okay. Yeah. He put Arsenal. Only joking. Tottenham.
Tottenham shit Spurs.
Yeah.
Any of the three. It's all the same.
So, Tottenham, unfortunately, you are. Yeah, no, fuck the unfortunately. Tottenham, you're just embarrassing. Right, okay, so we're going to move straight on to Cockwomble.
Yeah.
Before we finish the show. Did we do this last week? I don't think we did do this last week, did we? Or I give it to Arteta, or did we give it to Arteta as well?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we did.
It's probably likely, isn't it?
Okay, so who have you got in mind?
Well,
for Cockwomble?
I'm a little bit torn, to be honest, because at first I was like, oh yeah, brilliant. And then another story that I heard popped into my head.
Okay.
So at first it was Antonio for obviously the ridiculous tackle that he did. And I was like, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. And then I was like, maybe it's the Man City fan club for telling Guardiola not to talk about the fans when he told them to obviously start coming to games, because they can't fill the stadium, can they?
So, I get it, yeah. So they actually he told them.
He said,
please
on
start
TV,
coming.
on an interview, or
What is that to so you can raise the funds up so you can buy more players? Like,
no, it's just they can't I'm sorry if you're a proper Man City fan, but they can't give away the tickets at the moment.
No.
They just can't fill the stadium. Their ticket prices are similar to Burnley's. To
Right.
put it on, obviously, like Arsenal's expensive. It fills it every week.
Yeah.
Anfield, the top
yeah,
teams, they fill
yeah.
the stadiums. Man City just can't do that.
All right,
so
I-
Guardiola did a little bit of a plea to obviously,
Yeah.
and then the fan club said, shut up talking about fans. Guardiola, stick to the coaching. It's
Yes.
fuck, and it's the official fan club.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I think, I'll go with that then. I think that's
So you want a
yeah.
Man City fan club?
Man City fan club,
Yeah.
yeah. So Man City fan club,
Idiots.
you are Cockwombles of the week.
Bunch of idiots, though, aren't they? Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I should just get some. I should just
Sticks
get some.
managing.
Just get some chickens just flying across the screens, like. Right, so that's all we've got time on the Big Prem Podcast. Thank you to my main man, to my right, that's always here every week. It's not digging at no one.
That isn't a dig.
That isn't a dig.
That's a
That isn't a dig. I'm sure we'll have a certain person back on the show. He's at work, so he got called into work this time. There's nothing we can do about it. We're getting into normal times now, so people have got to start earning money. And I don't pay these enough anyway, so. So thank you, Adam, for coming on. From me and Adam, don't forget to like and subscribe. Boom, right down here. And smash a like button. If you're new round here, let's get them likes up. And we shall see you next week for more of the Big Prem Podcast and reviews of every game and predictions. So, from
gonna be
us,
good.
it's peace up, here town. Hold up, is it?
Oh
Shit.
Right on the nail, that.
One way football.